the home of the world's first retractable natural grass field as you get a look inside State Farm Stadium in Glendale. It's certainly hot outside here in the desert, but somehow this Cardinal crowd turned up the heat a moment ago. They were in a frenzy as their team emerged from the tunnel, and the Cardinals, they're set to do battle with the Seattle Seahawks. Now the big leg of Matt Prater ready to get this one started. And we are underway here on EA Sports. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Play action. Now it's Locke. And this one is incomplete.
So, Charles, we have reached the end here of a long season, Week 18, which we don't say very often, although this is not the first Week 18 that the NFL has ever seen.
Not at all. And, Brandon, some of the people might be a little bit too young to remember, but back in 1993, the league experimented with giving teams 2 open weeks for the year. And we also saw Week 18 when the league was on pause for a few weeks in 2001 following the attacks on September 11th.
A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7. To throw it is Locke. Open man, that's Noah Fant, the tight end. He's at the 30. 10. And all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle.
Well, for a tight end, he can definitely motor, and he shows off the wheels there after the catch as he's able to shake free.
Extra point up and through by Myers. And it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Throwing to start the drive. Murray got his man. It's Williams. And they're able to get this one across the 35.
Well, he was a busy man out of the backfield a week ago. They got the ball early and often. I have no doubt in my mind that he'll be a big part of the game plan here as well.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. First carry for James Conner. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
For these two division rivals, the schedule maker gave them a couple of second-half meetings this year. They met for the first time back in Week 11. And it was the visitors getting the win there, so they'll be looking for the sweep back here at home.
From the 40 now on 2nd down. Murray. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45.
But when you hit him on the move like that, he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam. Oh, boy, it's going to be tough to get him down.
Yeah, there was a big window. They're lucky they did get him down. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 43. Here's Murray.
He'll drop this down to Williams.
I'm not sure that this play was designed for him specifically, but they got through the progressions and got the ball to him. So, 2nd catch on the drive. He may not be a primary guy, but they definitely want him involved, don't they?
Absolutely. This early, the opening drive, as you said, 2 catches. So, if they can get him going in the passing game, it should open up his running game, too.
Well, this defense for the Seahawks, they were terrific a week ago in that win over Detroit.
And the big difference in the ball game, their ability to force turnovers, 3 of them, in fact. Being able to take the ball away, give it back to their offense, that's something that's emphasized each and every week, and they carried it out.
Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. It'll be a gain of just a yard, and that's going to make it 4th down. They're going for it. Hits Murray. And this is caught. He hits more. And they are able to stop it, but he does take it all the way to the 2. A big connection on that one. 32 yards. First and goal, and a chance to get that initial touchdown right back.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
Feeling the pressure here and taken down. A sack back at the 7.
Alton Robinson in there to get him. It's a loss of 5.
Now from the 7, here's second and goal. Now Murray.
And Hopkins has got it. Touchdown, Arizona.
DeAndre Hopkins with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Cardinals are just an extra point away from tying this game.
And we remember, of course, all scoring plays need to be verified upstairs, and I think they're going to at least take a look at this. So they called it a touchdown originally, and this was still a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Even though they might not find the number 1 seed next to their name come playoff time, there's not going to be very many teams, if any, entering the playoffs on the kind of run they're on. They're hot.
And I love that word, hot, because every team in the league wants to go into the playoffs on that uptick. Because a lot of the time you serve notice to the rest of the league that, hey, we're the team you need to deal with. We're the team that's going to be a real problem for you. And if they can continue this streak, they could very well be that team and gain that confidence that they're seeking as they head to the playoffs.
And confidence, that's the word I would use from our meetings with them. They said we're playing our best football right now. It is showing.
These two teams, they met up in Seattle earlier in the year with the Seahawks coming away victorious. So a win here in Arizona would give them the season sweep.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now it's Carson. And he's going to be met at about the 43. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
Vision is so important for the man in the middle because his ability to look through all the clutter that's happening in front of him, diagnose a play, and then go make it and finish it, that's when the great ones know that they have the goods.
And the catch is made here by Tyler Lockett. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th. They'll go for it. It's Locke.
Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted.
Joe Hayden, the veteran, with a pick. And they will score. It's a pick 6 for the Cardinals touchdown. So they go on 4th down. Not only do they not get it, it turns into 6 points the other way. Disastrous.
And many people think you should just go ahead and knock it down in that situation. Turn it over for the offense. I had a defensive coordinator recently tell me, we see that as a passive play. We don't do that anymore. We want the ball in our hands, and we want to head the other way.
Probably also instinct a lot of times. If you see a lot of green grass ahead of you, go ahead and grab it.
It's the exact right play to do. That's knowing when to break the rules and when to make a play that maybe you haven't been taught.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And following the pick six, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's third down.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Here's Locke to throw.
That one taken in by Dwayne Eskridge.
And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45.
And that's how you pick up a first down. Not only does he make the catch, but has enough body control to get his feet down inbounds, toe tapping and dragging to make sure he gets it done.
On first down, it's Carson, and he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. Now a give, right side. Carson the first down and more. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Chris Carson with touchdown number 27. That ties Priest Holmes for the third most in a single year. And the Seahawks just an extra point away from tying this thing up. Connects on the PAT,
and that will tie our score here in this opening quarter of play.
These two teams all tied after one. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. The partner just looking at some of the struggles they've had this season. The playoffs are not in their future. As they start to peer toward the offseason, what moves might they make?
I think the running back position, and I know we talk all the time about the NFL being a passing league, but the teams that run the ball effectively, they're the ones that go deep into the playoffs and go to the Super Bowl. They have to upgrade here. And you and I both know in recent years in the draft, people have shied away from taking a runner early, but if there's that special one there, I say they go get him.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Murray a give. This is Connor.
And able to get this one all the way up to about the 46-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
Throwing on 2nd and 3. Murray eluding the pressure right. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down.
Certainly making his presence felt in both the pass and the run game. He's having an impact.
Yeah, his first carry of the game right there. He had hurt him with his arm. Now he's showing that he can shuffle the puppies as well. Murray now on first down.
This will be incomplete. Oh, a dream chance for a D lineman, but he couldn't pull that one in.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Murray. Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. The 330-pounder Al Woods brings the boom on the sack. Now that last sack puts Murray and the Cards in a tough spot, 3rd and long. Murray going to throw. He's airing it out for Williams. And he's got it. What a catch on the sideline. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. A big play that time through the air. 34 yards. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. He'll get that one complete to Conner. Touchdown, Cardinals. James Conner hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Cardinals have broken the tie. Extra point good by Prater. And the lead is now 21-14. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And we have seen a lot on the scoreboard here in this quarter. So sometimes you talk to me about tendency breakers on offense. These defenses struggling. Are there tendency breakers on defense?
All defensive coordinators keep something in their hip pocket for these types of situations. What can we do to slow down the onslaught? But the biggest thing is making sure these guys encourage each other, pick themselves up, because right now it's been a really tough ball game trying to stop these offenses.
Oh, it really has, especially as of late. Well, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. They're looking at 3rd and a few inches. Left side complete to Lockett. Room to run past midfield. And finally taken down at the 44-yard line. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defense.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. They'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's 2nd down.
So this has been a lot like a tennis match, hasn't it? Back and forth. Both of these offenses having their way so far, so maybe the question isn't who's going to score the most points in this game. Maybe it's who's going to get some stops.
Yeah, absolutely, and that sack finally a first step in the right direction for a stop. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Locke's throw into the hands of Fant. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down. So in the 2nd quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So he got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20.
Well, a lot of times when you get a manageable 3rd down situation like this, you have to think about your tight end, and he comes through for him, picking up the 1st down.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Carson, and this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Block now to throw.
Oh, not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
A long way to go here on third down for the 8th play of the drive. Lock going to throw. And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28. Malik McDowell in there to get him for a loss of 9 yards, and that also leads to 4th down. And Myers able to knock it through. 1:57 to go in this first half on EA Sports. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better.
Murray has it knocked loose, fumble, and the Seahawks have picked it up. So they take over not only in enemy territory, but in the red zone at the 16-yard line. He was under duress, surveying, trying to find somebody to get the ball out of his hands. In the meantime, the defense, they took it out of his hands.
And when the ball snapped, I know exactly what the defense is thinking. Get a sack, put him on the ground. But when you can also knock the ball free while doing so, oh, there's the bonus for you as a defender.
This is caught by Robinson. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds.
Hold on a second. Was that the fullback? That was the fullback. Who says it? The slot receivers are the only guys who can catch the football and get big yardage after the catch. Really nice job there, showing good hands and an ability to get upfield.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal.
Well, Brandon, we always know that once you score 1 touchdown,
you want 2.
You're without a doubt. And so far today, he's got 1, but was denied as he tried to get the 2nd one.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. Completes it to Fant on the right side. Only able to pick up 2, and that leads us to 3rd and goal. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal.
A quick throw outside by Locke. Touchdown! Tyler Lockett with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Seahawks are going to retake the lead. Extra point up and through by Myers. And that gives him a 3-point lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
Well, they're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. And that one will fall incomplete. Clock here now just under 30 seconds to go in this first half. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Murray now. And he'll find Hall. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
I do have to admit, I like it when it all comes together. When the top part
catching the football, right? Whether you're catching it with your hands or cradling it, comes together with the legs. In this case, the feet. Doing a little toe tap to stay.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Cardinals. A great play there as the first half is winding down. And the Cardinals have once again taken the lead. Prater for the extra point, and that will make this a 4-point game.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
And they really won't have much time to work with, just 19 seconds showing on the clock.
Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call.
Maybe a frustration penalty there because he's picked them apart.
They've tried their best to get to him and haven't done it successfully. A penalty is a result of that hit there.
Lock now on first down. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And this is caught inside the 5. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. So it's first and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. They'll try to run with Carson, and he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Chris Carson in the final seconds of the first half. And the Seahawks on just 2 plays have taken the lead. Myers connects on the PAT, and that gives them a 3-point lead.
So 6 seconds, all that remains of this first half as the kick is away.
And he can't field it cleanly. It's loose. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense.
And with only 4 seconds on the clock, time likely for just 1 snap of the football.
He's going to look deep for more. And incomplete on the deep ball. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we send you on out to our studios in Orlando. Here's Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point.
It's been a shootout so far. We'll see which defense can make the adjustments as we get back underway in the second half. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Throwing to start the drive. Murray. He finds his man complete. That's Hall. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A big connection on that one. 33 yards. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Here's Murray. And that's incomplete.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he led him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. To throw, it's Murray. Caught by the tight end Ertz. They'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft.
Trying to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted. Jordan Brooks with it. And the Seahawks are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the third quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in, coming out to start this third quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And their defense just helped him out by getting the football back on the opening drive here in the second half. And now can the offense follow through with points on their first possession?
And that's a big one for them because after the work the defense has done, they've got a chance here to open up this lead.
Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the third quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly at the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
76 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. A lot of running backs, a little bit of a disadvantage when you start talking MVP. Might not be the case this year. You think he's got a shot, don't you?
I do. I think he's got more than a shot, but what he's going to need here down the stretch this late in the season, he needs that big closing game, that game that we're all going to reflect on and go, oh my goodness, did he put up a number, let's say 200 plus?
That's complete. It's Carson out of the backfield. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
Flush to his right. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on first down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable 2nd and short.
Here's Carson, and he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3. Here's Locke. And this will go to Carson out wide. And he's got room. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20.
Oh, that's a big let off there on 3rd down because you've got to account for the running back coming out of the backfield. They didn't, and they got burned, not just for a first down, but for big yardage as well.
And he'll get 4 there, down to about the 12-yard line.
This has been an up-and-down, back-and-forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
On 2nd down now, it's Carson, and he's brought down.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense gets a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. Carson will score. Touchdown, Seattle. That seemed pretty ideal there for the offense, Charles. You take a little bit of time off the clock here in the third quarter, decent length drive, and you pad your lead as well at the end of it.
And what it does is let you feel like you're in control of this game, even more so than a 2-touchdown lead, right? Because you have taken that time off, as you noted, which means they couldn't get you off the field. You ran your playbook the way you wanted to, and you gave your defense some rest. What a big-time drive in that situation.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And in enemy territory last time through the interception. We'll see what they do on this drive.
Can't wait to see how it alters what they decide to do in play calling. Do they continue to throw the ball? Do they want to lean more on the running game? It'll be an interesting sequence of plays that they've got coming up.
Does it often affect the play calling with the interception? How much does that change what you do?
I think it does, depending on why the interception was thrown. Sometimes it's just a matter of the defense made a great play, so you continue to come back. But if it's on you, if the offense just doesn't have the confidence, if they're a little bit shaky, maybe try and take the pressure off and run the ball a little bit.
Now a quick throw as that's complete on the hitch route. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Defense wins championships, baby.
First down, Murray. It's Williams on the catch. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30.
They certainly had success throughout this contest getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you had. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Again, they'll throw with Murray. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground. So back-to-back incompletions. 3rd down here and 10, but you're still in field goal range.
And that's the thing to keep in mind. They're in field goal range. So now you don't take any unnecessary risks, but you try and find a way to get back to what you were doing earlier in the drive in order to finish this one off.
From the gun on 3rd down, Murray. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete.
After what they faced during this game where they've given up a ton of yards downfield, there has to be a measure of revenge right there for the secondary. They've been shredded throughout the game and finally forced an incompletion.
Prater's kick is good. And this is back down to a 7-point game. So the response to that touchdown on the other side to begin the 3rd quarter. Look, just 3 points, but still a response nonetheless.
You're exactly right about that, because I think you needed to answer back with something, even though it's not 6. Just enough to send the message that says, hey, we're not going away.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
7 yards, the pickup there.
And Brandon, as you know, sometimes it's a lot tougher to run with these tight ends nowadays in the NFL. They're just bigger wide receivers. He lined up on the left side of formation, ran a drag route across the field, and tried to work his way open. He was able to make the catch, but the defenders were there, couldn't do a whole lot with it afterwards.
And this will be a Seahawks first down as the tackle made at about the 43-yard line.
And that last carry puts him right at 100 yards for the game. So how has he done it? Because he's been patient, followed his blocks, let everything develop, and then burst through for big gains.
He lets it fly for Lockett. Oh, wide open, complete, and all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Tyler Lockett, his 2nd touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. And the Seahawks are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this 3rd quarter. Extra point up and through by Myers. And the lead now up to 14. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Murray tucks and runs. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. The keeper gets him 7 that time, but it'll lead to a 3rd down. A little do-it-yourself run right there, and a nice gain.
And I like that he knew that that was about all he was going to get, so he did a nice job of protecting himself, took care of the football, took what the defense gave him. If they continue to allow him to do that, they'll find their way taking what they can all the way to the end zone.
And this is going to be a Cardinals first down as the tackle made here at the 36. Well, he is certainly dangerous when he spots a lane, and he keeps it himself there. Worked out well.
And how about the moving parts on a play like this? You know you have to practice it over and over because it's almost like a ballet that has to be choreographed. But how about once he made the decision to go, he committed to it and went. Let's face it, most teams are going to defend the running back much more than the quarterback on that type of a play.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. From the gun, Murray. And this throw incomplete. Now the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
And he is going to have a Cardinals first down. They needed 4. He doubled that. He wound up getting 8. And a 2-score game, obviously, every play, every 3rd down, like we saw there, magnified, big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is to not even get to 3rd down. They've got to maximize time and conserve as much as possible.
Takes to midfield, but no further. Just a yard there.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 31-yard line.
Good yardage on the completion there. And when they look at the scoreboard, they do understand a field goal is not going to do them any good. My guess, they're going to press the ball downfield as far as possible, try and throw it into the end zone and get a score because they know they've got to get that done and get the ball back as quickly as possible.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Now Murray. And this is Ertz with it, right side. Now, correct me if I'm wrong. Yeah, you're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you snap the ball.
On 1st and 10 is Connor. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29. Alton Robinson able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Well, that last sack puts Murray and the Cards in a tough spot. 3rd and long. Throwing now is Murray. Going to throw deep for the end zone. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Now Murray's got to have this one.
incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Cardinals unable to convert there on 4th down. And the Seahawks are going to take over the football. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Big stop on the turnover on downs to get the football back, and now it's just all about salting this one away.
Yeah, just slowly bleed the clock away. Clock's definitely on your side. And, you know, when we talk about analytics in the game, what is this one? Advanced win metrics? Because if you take care of the football here, bleed the clock down, were they about 95% chance of winning?
Oh, yeah, I'd say 95 or better. And I know you always say it, every coach does. It's just protecting the football at this point.
And knowing that the defensive guys, they're coming after the ball more than they are the person. They want to knock it free.
So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. And he'll be stopped right at midfield.
118 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
First down, Seahawks.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. This is Carson. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. And they will take a knee here. Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another.